The All Blacks get their first win of the 2023 Rugby World Cup with a comfortable 71-3 victory over Namibia in Toulouse. But a late red card could spell trouble for the side as we unpack everything that went down. Kia ora, I'm Cheree Kinnear and this is Beyond the Game. Welcome into the New Zealand Herald's Rugby World Cup video news show. Newstalk ZV rugby commentator Elliot Smith joins me now. Well, Elliot, a big win for the All Blacks tonight, but expected.
It was expected, a big win expected, and they got the job done. They'll be pretty happy with that, minus maybe one blip towards the end of the game.
Yes, a red card late in the game to Ethan de Groot really cast a bit of a dark cloud over what was otherwise a decent performance from the All Blacks. What did you think about that call?
Well, we didn't see the final shot that the foul play review officer deemed met the red card threshold. Watching it live, I thought he was in a bit of strife. Having seen those two shots on replay, I think it's a fair call. We heard from the All Blacks coach afterwards saying they'll look at all the vision, they'll look at other cases that have happened so far in this World Cup, but that's going to be a task for some others to complete and look at. The fact of the matter is that Ethan de Groot will have a date with the judiciary and he'll have a case to answer.
To some good news from this game, Cam Regard, he got his first start in the number 9 jersey, 2 tries, just over 66 minutes on the field, and player of the match. What did you make of his performance?
Really impressed, Cheree. I thought he was excellent. He was like an energizer bunny from the go. He scored a try after 90 seconds, scored another one after 7 minutes. I think he can be really happy with what he did. Assisted in a couple of other tries to Damien McKenzie as well. So really, really good performance from Cameron Roigard, and that's going to put some pressure on Ian Foster and his selectors as they head to this next game against Italy. I don't think that the bench backup spot to Aaron Smith is entirely clear-cut. Finlay Christie has it at the moment, but I think Cam Roigard really put his hand up tonight, and that's an interesting question for Ian Foster to ponder.
It sure is. We heard from Cam after the match as well as a few of his teammates, and here's what they had to say.
And it was pretty cool, awesome atmosphere here in Toulouse. It's hard to put into words really. It was a dream to obviously play a game in a World Cup match, so to be able to tick that off here was pretty cool, and the result obviously helped with that. Yeah.
Obviously our set piece, we wanted to go out there and especially our maul and scrum set a bit of a statement in that area, which I think we did. Still a few things to tidy up, but the boys made a huge step forward in that areas.
I thought we were just being able to play with the ball a bit more, and our set piece was going really well, and give our fleshy backs good ball to play with, and they show what they could do with front football. So yeah, really happy with that.
Well, some pretty happy All Blacks players there after that game. If we look at Namibia, they lost Leroux Milan very early in the game to a pretty nasty looking leg injury. Do you have the latest on that?
It was horrible, wasn't it? And I noticed that the World TV feed didn't replay it, and I'm quite glad they did. We heard Luke Pearce recoil in horror. The referee didn't want to look at it either. I've seen an image and I wish I hadn't. The update is it didn't look good. Probable fracture. That's his World Cup done, which is really frustrating. They've got a big game against France to come up as well, and another game against Uruguay to close the tournament. So, like Namibia, these are moments to treasure for these players. They don't get a lot of big opportunities on the world stage, so really frustrating for him. We just hope he's all right.
It was really nice, though, to see the All Blacks applauding him off, and the fans too. The fans really impressed me tonight. Just under 32,000 spectators here at Stadium de Toulouse. The vibe was just electric again, and I spoke to some of the fans before the game and was surprised that many in All Blacks jerseys weren't even Kiwis themselves. Many were actually French.
Well, I suppose the reach of the All Blacks, doesn't it, and how they've been embraced throughout the world, and the style of rugby they play, and obviously made a few friends here as well. But it was great to hear the crowd in full voice singing various songs, both French and chanting for Namibia and applauding the All Blacks as well. They're a rugby city, Toulouse. They've got a really good rugby team, and they embrace both play from both sides. I think it was a really good occasion tonight. Nice stadium, 30,000, and it was compact, and the crowd was in full voice, which was great to see.
Yeah, it was a very colourful game for sure, and we spoke to some of the spectators before the game. Here's what they had to say.
Yes, yeah, all the way from New Zealand, from Palmy.
Yeah, I've been trying to come every few years. It's great. Love the atmosphere, especially those pool games, and you're seeing all the fans out from different countries around the world. Superb.
I started playing rugby in college, and that was 2002, and the All Blacks were just the best team. So I've just been a fan ever since.
We've only just arrived today, but yeah, nice to see lots of All Black supporters out and about.
Seeing people from South Africa and Ireland, Wales, and people just actually from countries that aren't even here you know, competing, coming over to watch because I just want to see the All Blacks play.
And any predictions for this World Cup in general?
New Zealand, of course.
Let's go Blacks!
Yeah.
Really great to see so many fans out here tonight. Now, before we go, let's take a quick look at Pool A. New Zealand get on the board and pick up a bonus point along the way to total 5 points alongside Italy and behind France, who lead with 8. The All Blacks can now look forward to a bye week. They're heading to Bordeaux for a camp before they return to Lyon to play the Italians on September 29. Well, that's it from us here in Toulouse. Thanks so much, Elliot, for your time and your insight. As always, we'll see you next time on Beyond the Game. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.